Welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and welcome to another energy check-in. Okay, so whilst I talk, let me just put you onto my favorite tree before we get into the reading. So remember, all readings are timeless. So whenever this comes across your feed, there's some kind of message here for you. But I thought today would be a great day to do an energy check-in or an energy update because we're having this beautiful solar eclipse. Okay, so what is this eclipse all about, and what's its significance for us? Guys, hold on, let me just turn this phone off. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so before I start, I just want to shout out Vicky M, who really deepened my understanding of the solar eclipse because I'm an intuitive healer medium. Astrology, it is not my field of expertise. I just know the rudiments. Okay, I know when things are happening. That's it. In terms of the interpretation, no, I'm not so well, right? Not so well. And she had just this amazing write up this morning. Um, so what's happening is this solar eclipse is happening on the Gemini Sagittarius axis, and that's all about truth, or truth, their truth, multiple truths existing all at once, and of course, the truth. And it asks us to reflect on how all personal truths, which may not necessarily be the truth, have affected the way we have navigated the world, or relationships, or business partnerships. And it also asks us to accept that there are many truths that can exist all at once. And it doesn't make anybody right, it doesn't make anybody wrong, it just is. And I think that's one of the reasons why we are being asked right now to be in hermit mode, because there's a lot of reflection that needs to be done. Reflection on our past relationship, or job experiences, or work life, or family life, and see how all truths, all programming, all traumas, all pain, or experiences have affected how we have conducted our relationships, how we may have sabotaged our connections. It's that kind of soul searching that we are being required to do. And I think, which reading this come up most profoundly in? I think this came up most profoundly in the Virgo reading, which is the Hermit, right? Which is the Hermit. So everybody can go and watch the Virgo reading from today, because I think it's going to resonate. It may not resonate for your person, but it's definitely going to resonate possibly for you. So you guys can check out the Virgo reading today. So that's the Virgo reading that was released in June 2021. So that's what it's all about. So let's see how this particular theme might show up for you, might show up for your person, might show up for your connection. So how is the solar eclipse going to affect you? We talked about it broadly, but let's see what Spirit has to say on the matter. Okay, so let me put Mr. Shell there. I'll give it a little shuffle, because you guys know my situation. Not in my usual place. Semi-quarantining. I've explained it all before. All right, so let's have a look. So first we're going to ask, how is this solar eclipse going to affect you? And whenever you bounce upon this reading, it doesn't have to be on the solar eclipse. There's a message here for you. So we already have the moon going on. Okay, so the moon can talk about illusions, it can talk about intuition, but it can talk about, and I think the unconscious and the subconscious, those things that heavily influence our lives and the way we navigate the world, but the things that we don't acknowledge, or we refuse to acknowledge, or we cannot acknowledge because we have no awareness of it. It might be a past life thing, and that's definitely something unconscious, right? So it might definitely be that. These things that are operating in the background, the programs that are operating in the background that influence who we are, how we deal with situations, how we deal with people, how we conduct our daily lives. Okay, so this is what it's all about. It's about the moon, the hidden things, the things that are going on behind the scenes. All right. All right. So let's have a look. So this is the latent content of our life, as Freud would call it, the latent content. Okay, we know all about the manifest content because we can. It's something that you can see, but we're diving into the latent content of our lives. All right. So let's see how the solar eclipse may affect you. Let's get about 4 cards. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Okay, so that's all about action. That's all about drive. And that's also about grounding creative projects. And I think no other creator epitomizes that more than the artist. I mean, that energy flows through them straight into the paintbrush and bam, right on camera. So this is what it's all about. So we're talking about the manifestation of projects. What else? We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. So a lot of fire energy here. But the 5 of Wands reverse is about the letting go of the drama. Deleting the things out of our program that no longer serve us. Deleting the persons and people in our lives that no longer serve us. Especially people who like to interfere. Okay? So there's a lot of truth that is going to be revealed. Okay? I think in the past, there was just so much drama going on that people couldn't see their way. You couldn't see their way. You weren't seeing things clearly because you had your own latent content, your that program running in the background that you may not even have known about, right? You had that running in the background and it was interfering with how you were perceiving a particular situation. But it looks like there's some kind of truth and clarity that's going to come out here. Let me get all the other 2 cards. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So what's going to be coming up for you, especially for healing, is going to be your abandonment issues. So for a lot of you guys, you didn't realize that you had some kind of abandonment wound, because a lot of people, when they think about abandonment, they think about physical abandonment. But it's not just that. It's also emotional abandonment, not feeling supported, not feeling validated, especially when we are children, you know, especially old time parenting. Let's call it old school parenting. You know, what happened to you? You want attention or what? You know? Yeah. Yes. It's nice to give children attention and validation, and you know, they made you feel like if those needs were, God. Guys, this is what happens to my brain these days. Well, God, I'm just gonna say it was too much to ask. Were a burden. Those needs were a burden. So now you probably have problem speaking your truth, asking for your needs to be met, that kind of thing. Because you think it's just a bit too much. It's a bit too much to ask. The little common courtesies are a bit too much to ask. Truth is a little bit too much to ask for. It's because there was no validation. So there's strongly coming through some emotional abandonment. It could be physical abandonment for some of you guys, but this has been running in the background, and it looks like you're about to acknowledge the truth of that. What else is coming through? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. For some of you, it's about releasing some kind of nomadic kind of energy. And becoming a little bit more stable, a little bit more decisive with what you want to manifest, your desires. So you processing all this wounding here, especially when it comes to abandonment, is going to create a lot of stability into your life. Maybe what your abandonment did, your abandonment issues is you abandoned people before they abandoned you. So you might have been a bit in and out, a little uncertain, a little nomadic, because you thought all the time that this person would hurt you, would abandon you. But really, it was the way that you perceive the world. So there is some self-sabotage that we're being asked to let go of. So the more you heal this abandonment wound, is the more stable your relationships are going to become. Not just your relationships, your life, quite frankly. Because you're going to see that not everybody is out to hurt you. Not everybody's out to hurt you. So this eclipse is going to be the release of a lot of drama, a lot of pain, a lot of wounding, and the grounding of a lot of stability in your life. You're going to be stepping into this power here. Ace of Wands, taking action. Taking action on whether it's your creative projects, whether it's on a relationship, whatever it is. There's some kind of decisive action that you are about to take, because you're going to be healing this abandonment wound here. How is this eclipse energy going to affect your person? Five of Swords, another self-saboteur, right? More self-sabotage again, okay? But it could be that it's going to bring a lot of conflict, especially mental conflict for your person. And then we talked about, and this one, the Five of Swords, it's about conflicting truths, okay, as well. It's about conflicting truths. So, and that goes back to the energy of the solar eclipse. It's acknowledging that there are many truths that can exist at once, and none is more right or more wrong than the other. It just is. Let's pull out the rest of cards, and I'll get the message. Yeah, we got the Tower. Okay, so they can expect some kind of tower moment in their life, some breakdown of some sort of programming. Okay, something that they believed and accepted to be the truth, but rarely was something that was just sabotaging them, or has been sabotaging them for their whole life. Yeah, this tower is happening to make way for your person's total happiness, to make way for the grounding of some kind of emotional fulfillment here. For some of them, they're going to experience a tower moment in their family life. It could be in their extended family, or if they have a family of their own, it looks like there's going to be some kind of tower moment, some kind of breakdown, and loads of conflict. Let's get another card. Yeah. Some cycle is going to come to an end, and your person is going to get the courage to take some sort of leap of faith. So we have beginnings and endings for your person. So there's a tower woman that's coming in to break down some kind of false foundation that they had going in their life, some kind of false ideology, some kind of false philosophy, okay, that was sabotaging them, some kind of programming that they had running in the background. The tower is coming to deconstruct all of that and allow your person the chance for some sort of new beginning, some sort of new journey, happiness. We have 10 and 0, endings and beginnings. Very powerful energy for your person. Let's pull a card on that Fool. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be, if your person's with someone else, it looks like there's going to be some kind of breakup here. Two of Cups in reverse. They're going to be taking a leap of faith. Let me see the 10 of Cups. Yeah, as they heal themselves, they make way for this new beginning, this total happiness and fulfillment. But it looks like they're going to have a rough go at it. I think it's going to be a lot of conflict, and I think there are a lot of people involved. Many competing truths. And this is going to cause a tower moment. Some kind of big argument, maybe not just with a partner, but with a lot of people in their life, whether it's at work, extended family members. There's going to be some kind of big blowout, and this ushers in this big tower moment. How is this eclipse affecting your connection? We have the King of Cups, Scorpio. Some intense emotional energy. We have the Strength card, Leo. Now, There's one thing about these two characters. When they make a decision, they make a fucking decision, okay? They are decisive. This is emotional strength. This is physical strength. Spiritual strength as well. 5 of Cups in reverse. And we have, what is this? The 8 of Wands in reverse. So what's happening here? This connection is going to push you, this solar eclipse is going to push you fully into your heart space, okay? Making you the master of your emotions, really connecting you with the emotional authenticity of who you are. So there's no more hiding feelings or anything like that. Everything is going to come out in the open. And this allows people to make some heartfelt decisions for their life. Yeah, somebody finally takes the bull by their horns. Finally tackles a problem that they didn't want to face. People face the music. People face the truth about their feelings, about their situation, about their circumstances, about this connection, about their wounding. And this allows for the healing of the individual people involved and also the healing of this connection. Now let me see this 8 of Wands in reverse. Yes. So whereas some of you guys may not have been in communication before, I see that 8 of Wands in reverse, and whereas you guys are going to feel, were feeling stuck, it looks like you guys are going to be doing so much work on your self-confidence, your self-esteem, that it ushers in this wish fulfillment for you guys. 4 of Wands in reverse. For some of you guys, in order for this wish fulfillment to come in, there's going to be another foundation that's going to be broken down. Whether that's a foundation at work, whether that's a foundation in your person's life, whether that's a foundation in your life, especially we are going to be looking back at your childhood. And the ways that your childhood just did not support the development of a well-rounded, well-grounded individual. Let me go back there. You got a card in that. Yeah. You're going to be releasing all that pain. There are things that you've been toting around. We talked about this before. Being the bag lady, bag man, toting around all that hurt and pain. And you didn't recognize how this hurt and pain, this baggage was affecting you and affecting your life. For a greater part of your life, you might have been blaming your the collapse of relationships or business opportunities. You might have blamed it on the other person, but now you're realizing, no, it's that programming that was running in the background. That trauma that was running in the background. You were self-sabotaging all this time. You couldn't see it because maybe you might have been in victim mode. You didn't want to face it. She said, okay, well, it was them. They did that to me. They betrayed me. But all the time you were manifesting a lot of codependent connections and situations. So what's Spirit's advice for you at this time? We have the Wheel of the Year. That's my Ace of Pentacles card. It's also a Wheel of Fortune card. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Devil, Capricorn. And then we have the Fool. Right now, Spirit is asking you to release a lot of immature energy, a lot of codependent energy. What in your life, whatever is not serving you at this point in time, Spirit is asking you to release it, whether it's an addiction. For some of you guys, you've been holding back your emotions, your communication. Spirit is saying, whatever it is, there's something that's not serving you. Spirit is asking you to bring an end to that. Yeah, you've been stuck in some kind of karmic cycle. Maybe you're very aware of your person's karmic cycle, but you too are stuck in a karmic cycle. And it's something from childhood. Now, for me, each page represents a child. People, you talk about it representing messages. Yeah, it does. But for me, page is a child. And the page of wands is a child whose spirit, whose creativity was crushed in some particular kind of way. They were disempowered in some kind of particular way. And because they were disempowered as a child, whether it is through trauma, through abuse, whatever it is, they now manifest a lot of codependent relationships. They have addictions and all of that. Spirit is asking you to delve deep, to heal this, and release the things that you manifested out of being in pain. Spirit saying there's this new beginning that's coming for you. You're about to embark on a new journey, and you can't take this with you. Bag lady, you have to rest down the bag. You got to put down the bag. You can't take it with you on this new journey. You can't take it with you. It's it. That's it. The end. It's like when you die, you can't take anything with you. When you transform, when you metamorphosize, you can't take the old with you. You got to release the baggage of the past. Okay? All right, my loves, that was your reading. I hope that helped you. Grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes. They all help the channel grow. And if you can go a step further and interact with any of the ads I may play during this reading, that's beautiful energy exchange for me. And please do it for any reader that you enjoy. Okay? In every relationship, there must be this equal exchange. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.